Today, I'm going to teach you how to use my absolute favorite attack. I cannot even recall how many bases I've tripled with this at Town Hall 13, at Town Hall 14. I mean, it is still just as vital. Multi-target bases, single target bases. I don't care. I can take out so many bases with this attack, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do that as well. And how I'm going to do that is, after these first several replays, I'm going to go over this war attack that's going on right now in detail, in the planning process, so that you can plan these attacks and get a ton of triples with it as well. Now, check this out, man. We blizzarded the Town Hall. We're creating a funnel on the other side with the Golem and some Super Wizards. Now we're going to be entering the main army into the base. Now, look at this. We're starting on a multi-target Inferno. Because of that, we're going to get all of our tank troops and all of our heroes down before we even drop the Super Wizards. That's going to keep those 6 beams off of my Super Wizards, all right? Super Wizards are powerful, but also kind of sissies, you know what I mean? They don't have a ton of HP. They're easy to take out with splash damage. Now, of course, we've saved the Grand Warden ability for the core shot where we're taking a ton of damage from scatter shots, 2 scatter shots, multi-target Inferno, all piled up. That can make an army disappear pretty dang quick, and the Grand Warden ability goes a long way to helping that. Then we're going to be trailing in the Royal Champion with some skeleton spells well enough in front of her to draw the fire of those defenses before she steps into the range. And now we got the troops busting through the core, dude. Look at this, dude. Look how many tanks and heroes I still have left on this army. Of course, Queen, like always, doing her own thing, man. Doesn't want to stay behind the tanks, but by pairing the Ox with her, that's going to make sure she doesn't spend nearly as much time stuck behind the walls. Now look at this, man. Coming into this last section of the base, we still have a Queen ability. We still have a Royal Champion ability. They're both still at full health. We have a remaining freeze spell and a remaining skeleton spell to make sure that we can get as much value as possible out of this Royal Champion, man. I love extending that Royal Champion value since she can hop over the walls and she goes directly after the defenses. I find that's generally where the best spell support is on the backside of the base, is keeping your Royal Champion alive longer, allowing her to do what she does best, which is snipe those defenses. When you take down those defenses, you take down the bases. And look at this, man. This base is already wrecked. RC ability goes off. Queen still got her ability. I'm not even going to need to pop that, guys. This attack really is that easy. And if you hang in towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you exactly how to plan these raids as well. All right, guys, here we go. Next example. Now, you can see on most of these attacks, man, I'm using the Blizzard to take out the Town Hall, all right? But you don't necessarily have to. So if, say, maybe if you wanted to go over here and get this multi and this Eagle Artillery with your Blizzard, you could do that. But the thing is, with this attack, if you're going to do that, you have to start your main portion of the attack on the Town Hall if you didn't take it out with the Blizzard. I found that works just as well, honestly, as taking out the Town Hall with the Blizzard. Now, we got the Town Hall section down. We got a Super Wizard that's going to continue funneling. We drop 1 Wizard just to make sure that funnel is complete. Now, we got this funnel complete. There's no buildings over there on that side. We're going to drop a Golem and 2 or 3 Super Wizards, depending on how many structures are out there, to complete the other side of the funnel. Then the remainder of our troops go into the core. Now, look at this. We're entering on a multi-target Inferno, so we're going to make sure to get down all of our Golems, Pekkas, and even Royals before we drop the rest of our Super Wizards. That way the Super Wizards don't just get mowed through immediately. Remember, at Town Hall 14, the multi-target Infernos can target up to 6 different troops. You're going to want to make sure you have as many tanks in there as possible so that your Super Wizards survive deeper into the base, deeper into the core. Otherwise, what are you even using that camp space? If you're going to let all your Super Wizards get fried immediately, you might as well not even bring them. Now, once again, we got that Grand Warden ability. We're able to save for the core shot. Now, we got the BK distracted. We dropped a few Skelly spells in there, and just to make sure the defenses are also distracted so the RC can finish getting that kill done. Now, we got a few more Skelly spells, just trying to keep more of the fire from that side of the base off of the Royal Champion. As it is, she's being targeted by a scatter shot and an archer tower, but not by the cannon or the X-bow yet. Now, they decide to go ahead and start targeting my RC because I was a little bit late with that next Skelly spell drop, but you know what? We got the Unicorn. We got her ability. We can correct that mistake. No problem. Now, coming into this last section, we've got another skeleton spell remaining, and we've got a freeze spell as well. That's going to be more than enough to take care of this single. Just in case I'm a little late on that Skelly drop, I got the freeze spell to go ahead and freeze it. This time, I was on time with the Skelly drop. It would have protected my RC perfectly from the single, but it was locked onto my BK. So I'm like, you know what? We'll go ahead and drop it, save the BK. We'll get this cleanup handled a little faster. But yet again, we got another base easily tripled by this attack. Here we got a funky base that you're more likely to see see in Legends League with all the big damage on the base offset to one side. You can bet all the traps are over there as well. And if I'm using this in Legends, a lot of times in War, I'm bringing the Hound with it just to make sure that my blimp can get in there far enough, deep enough. On this one, I don't know. We'll see, man. Let's see if I can get the blimp all the way into here where I'm going to be able to reach the Town Hall and some scatter shots as well. Sure enough, we got a Hound. Decent enough protection. When the Hound can go right in front of the blimp, that's going to be even better. But sure enough, we got it right inside the corner of this compartment. Now these super wizards are about to go ham in there, dude. They're reaching a single. They're reaching the Town Hall. This is crazy, man. Once that Town Hall goes down, they're going to start reaching that other scatter shot. In fact, the one that they dropped on is starting to look like the only one that they're not going to be able to take out. Massive value from the blizzard there. We got some early damage in on those clan castle troops as well, but we didn't quite manage to kill it entirely. Let's see, man. We got a half health witch, 2 super minions that are on their last little bit of health, and we're going to start cutting in the funnel. Golems and super wizards on the corners to cut in the funnel. That way we can get the troops through the core of the base where they can reach this remaining scatter shot. Now this section up here, dude, we got a single, we got a king, we got a queen. I love the ability of skeleton spells to tank that sort of stuff, man. That's all single hit type stuff up there, so skeleton spells are going to be able to tank it pretty nicely. It's going to take my royal champion some serious time to get through both those heroes, but with perfect tanking from the skellies and the freezers on and the freeze spells on backup just in case she gets targeted, I don't think it's going to be an issue. And look at this, dude. None of my core push decided to go finish off this scatter shot. So it looks like my royal champion is going to have that responsibility as well, dude. We got like 3 skelly spells in there right now. We might even drop a 4th just to make sure we keep this queen occupied once the RC starts targeting her. And let's see, man. We got the freeze on the single, freeze on the queen, another skelly spell. At that point, dude, I was just kind of dropping spells, man. I don't think that last skelly spell really helped me out at all, but we got through that hard section with the royal champion. We still got our ability intact. We're going to be popping that to get some early damage on the remaining single, and that's also going to make sure that she stops. She's able to deal with these skellies away from targeting of that single target inferno. Look at this, dude. Single, because of the royal champion ability, is below half health. Canada's on its last little sliver. Royal champion's going to be able to finish off this single. Funky base, another easy triple. All right, guys, here's the base. Let me walk you through the plan on this. First part is coming in to get this town hall is pretty simple. If this had been a competitive war tournament or something like that, I probably would have sent more loons in here just to try and check out for tornado traps. But since it's not baiting a ton of value other than the town hall right here, the chances of having a big time trapped are quite a bit lower. Now, if you were going to go get like a scatter shot in the town hall or the eagle in the town hall, or maybe even an inferno in the town hall, there's a bigger chance that that area is baited with a tornado trap because they're going to make it irresistible to try and then try and make you fail with that baited tornado trap. But as it is, I just used 1 loon. This is just kind of a fun war, so I used 1 loon just to go ahead and tank like a double seeking air mine right here and make sure there wasn't no early tornado trap on the entry. But really, when it could be 50% effective, we don't expect to see a tornado trap out here. So we go in with the blizzard, we get the town hall taken out. That probably going to also take down these expos and like maybe some of this stuff right here, and it's also going to take out this stuff on the top right here, creating a nice deep funnel on one side of the base that's already completed. Now we got to look at the super wall break, man. I want to target this elixir storage because if I can get it close enough to this corner wall, it's going to open up both of these compartments. If I were to drop it too far over here, it would only open up this compartment, making it quite a bit more difficult for my troops to path the way I want them to path. I want them to enter both these compartments. Now you might think to get that entry, all you really need is to funnel these 2 structures and the troops are going to go in, but I'm looking at the second layer funnel as well. Once my troops are already in here, are they going to stay? Are they going to take the jump after these deeper defenses? Or are they going to roll out of the base if you leave up this cannon and archer tower, man? And if they end up over here, the answer is they're going to back out and go after this archer tower and cannon and just stay outside of the base, not where I want them to be. So my funnel is going to be a little further out. I'm going to golem tank this cannon and drops 3 super wizards. That way we can get all these structures out here funneled and can make sure that my troops not only go into the core of the base, but stay into the core instead of backing out. Now you could probably make a case for using more jumps on this base, but it's a little bit more spread out. So I went ahead and used 1 jump. That's going to get me first scatter shot. We're going to get this multi-target inferno in here, and we're going to have access to where my ranged troops can reach this last scatter shot as well. well. Since we're going to use the Grand Warden ability right there, I expect to have plenty more health remaining to start beating through walls on the backside, opening up access to some of these backside defenses for my ranged troops like Super Wizards and Queen. And if we look at this bottom section right here, man, we can kind of plan. First of all, we're not opening up this section right here with that jump. We're just sending them into the core. So we're going to need to take out these defenses using the Royal Champion and some skeleton spells. All right, Grand Warden becomes a defense, so he's going to be nice and easy to tank with skellies and take out with the Royal Champion. This is going to be a perfect section for the Royal Champion to go down and tank out and handle. Now, if there had been like a king and a queen and a multi-target Inferno down here, or one hero and a multi, I'm not going to be using the same strategy down here because the multi's going to nullify the skellies, the hero's going to nullify the Royal Champion. If we get a single target with a hero down here, I can tank that pretty well with skellies. I feel pretty good about that. So Royal Champion, 3 skeleton spells, take out this part of the base. Now we are entering on a multi. All right, and I know I want to save my Grand Warden ability for deeper in the base. So instead of letting this multi take out all my Super Wizards, I'm going to go ahead and plan on playing 1 freeze on this triple set of defenses right here. Just keep this multi on ice to keep that damage off of my Super Wizards longer. And pretty much the only part of the base we haven't accounted for yet is going to be this back section that we're going to pretty much end on right here. Considering that it just has a multi-target Inferno, even though I'm not able to tank that last section with skeleton spells, I've still got usually a freeze or 2 by this point. My Royal Champion probably still hasn't even popped her ability yet. Combined with some of the tanks and the Queen making it through to this last section, it really shouldn't be a problem. So I'm left with a plan that I am extremely confident about, and honestly, an attack that for me is just really smooth and easy from the front all the way to the end. As for the army composition, the basic one is going to be here on the screen right there. Now, if you don't need a super wall breaker, if 1 jump's going to get you all the access you need, get rid of that super wall break. At that point, you probably don't need 5 wizards, so I'd bring like a 9th super wizard. The really big change you're going to see is where I end up dropping a golem and bringing an extra hound, and that is just purely if I need more tanking, get my blizzard into a section. Sometimes if I'm in a competition and I'm really worried about a tornado trap in an area, I might even use a hound for a section like this. Just to be overcautious, man. Drop one of those golems, send a hound all the way across, and just wait. See if any tornado traps trigger. If they trigger, you just wait them out. Then you drop a loon in front of your blimp, and then you've got it taken out, no problem. Honestly, a well-placed tornado trap is probably the #1 way to defend this attack. But if you're careful enough and patient enough, you're not going to have to worry about that either.